All right, guys. I know it's been a couple days since I posted my Wuthering Waves video, being pretty excited to play the game. But I think it's about time that I come out and just say I'm not going to post videos on this game. I'm not going to be covering this game. Now, there's a couple reasons, and I'll go into them right now.
One eternity later.
Now, what you're going to see in the background is going to be some DBD gameplay, but I'll go over that at the end. Now, why I'm not going to play Wuthering Waves. Do I think the game is terrible? No. I actually think the game is beautiful. I think it's really fun. It's good. But my issue is time, right? I feel like this game is like it's a full game, you're dedicating time to it. And unfortunately, the time in which I started playing Wuthering Waves about 2-3 weeks ago, I got back into Final Fantasy 14, and I've been sinking a lot of time into that game, and I've been enjoying the crap out of that game. I find that game way more fun. Now, obviously, they are completely different beasts, completely different. Final Fantasy 14 is an MMORPG. This game is an open world RPG, so completely different games. I am not comparing them at all. I am completely just saying that my time has been dedicated to that game and DBD. So I don't really have time for Wuthering Waves on my. I know it's a phone game, so some people will say, "Well, Beards, you could play it on your phone." The thing about it, my phone is already occupied. I play Honkai Star Rail. I play Dokkan Battle. I'm into One Piece Treasure Cruise now. Like, my phone is my gaming device, but I'm not going to spend all that time on one game. I'll log in. I'll do some dailies in Dokkan. I'll do some dailies in Honkai Star Rail, and then I'll dedicate some time to some other games. If I'm not sitting on my PC playing Final Fantasy 14 or playing DBD or checking out brand new games that come out, because I am a gamer and I like to play a whole bunch of different games. Now, being Wuthering Waves is a gacha game means that you do probably want to spend some money. You only want to buy a couple things, pull for some characters and stuff like that. You don't have to. You can go completely free to play and destroy the game free to play. Trust me, you can do that. People will have videos out there of them doing that. The thing is, it's a gacha game. Like I said, I play Honkai, I play Dokkan, I play One Piece. Like, I play all these other games. I play these PC games. Final Fantasy 14. I want to freaking buy mounts and stuff like that. Dead by Daylight. I want to buy killers and stuff. I don't really want to spend any more money in another gacha game. I played Tower Fantasy, I played Genshin Impact, I threw money at those games too, and it's just not something I want to do. Now, the thing about it too is Wuthering Waves doesn't have, in my opinion, it doesn't have as much hype as Honkai did and has Genshin Impact did. I feel like this game is, obviously, I do think it is better than Tower Fantasy, and again, you can't really compare the two because Tower Fantasy is an MMORPG also. But I do think it's better than Tower Fantasy. I think it's more polished and stuff like that. But it's still competing with the beast of Genshin. So there's a possibility that Wuthering Waves could die out or die, and I'm not on board with posting content on a game that has a high possibility of dying. Wuthering Waves right now is standing high and mighty because you got big streamers out there covering this game. You got big YouTubers out there covering this game. But what's going to happen when they get bored? Because they will. Because the thing about it is, these YouTubers, these streamers, they're grinding. They're getting to endgame. And guess what happens? Endgame's exciting and fun, but eventually you get bored. Now, again, that's just my opinion. So, who knows? They could have fun with it for the rest of their life, for the rest of their year, whatever. It doesn't matter, right? But that's cool and dandy and all. But at the end of the day, again, you're still competing with the beast of Genshin. You're still competing with Honkai Star Rail. Now, again, different games and stuff like that. You got another big game coming out from Hoyoverse literally in like a month and a few days, which is going to be Zenless Zone Zero, which I'm way more excited for than Wuthering Waves, to be honest with you. But that's all on me. But these are just my reasons behind it. I've seen what happened with Tower Fantasy, trying to compete with Genshin, and it wasn't trying to, but people just made it that way. Same thing with Wuthering Waves. I'm pretty sure the company of Wuthering Waves, they're not trying to compete with Genshin, but everybody's making it out to be that way. But guess what? What's gonna happen when Genshin drops big content? What's gonna happen when they drop their next hype waifu? What's gonna happen? Zenless Zone Zero, you seen the graphics over there, the waifus over there? What's gonna happen when that game drops and then characters over there drop? Hoyoverse is huge, guys. It's huge. So I don't know. I my reason for not playing Wuthering Waves and not going to continue playing Wuthering Waves is just simply time. But again, this is all my reasoning. Again, I say if you are into games like these, go check it out. It's a free game. Go play it, right? Go check it out and experience it for yourself and then have your own opinions. I am not going to say, hey, this game is terrible. No, it's not a terrible game. It's a really good game. It's just my personal reasons. Now, on to the next subject. What's going to happen with my channel? So, currently, you see DBD gameplay in the background. That's where I'm going to be taking my channel for now. I'm not going to post anything on Final Fantasy 14. I'm not going to do any of that. Streams wise, streams will come back and I will be streaming all sorts of games. It won't just be DBD. Maybe it'll be Final Fantasy. Maybe it'll be brand new games that come out. But for now, my YouTube is going to stick with pretty much DBD gameplay. And occasionally when Gears 6 does start getting some news, because there's words around that game right now, I will be posting content on that. I do not want to stray away from anything else or too far, just because I want to keep my content consistent. So for now, DBD will be the bread and butter of this channel. And obviously I'm a gamer, so I'm going to talk about other games and stuff like that. And of course my streams are going to be on everything that I want to play and stuff. So I hope you guys can enjoy that content. I hope you guys will like and subscribe. And if you're not interested in that content, feel free to unsubscribe. I'm not going to force you to stay here, stuff like that. But if you join the gameplay, enjoy the gameplay. Again, sorry for not liking Wuthering Waves, but it's just time. It is. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the video. Remember to like, comment, share, and subscribe. And as always, stay safe, stay positive. Peace out. Alright, so when it comes to the DVD gameplay videos and stuff like that, I will be doing live commentary instead of doing voiceovers like I'm doing now. But since the game was already going and I recorded it while I was doing other things, I didn't have any live talking while I was playing, so it's just gameplay in the background. But I'm gonna voice over some things of what my mindset is with this game that you're watching. Now, this was my first ever game with Chucky. Literally, I just bought the killer and then I loaded right into a match. These guys don't seem that good, but I do have a very no mercy mentality when I play DBD. If you don't like it, whatever. I don't go by the Survivor rulebook. And on the opposite side too, when I'm playing Survivor, because I do play Survivor with my wife. When I'm playing Survivor, if a killer decides to tunnel, slug, or do whatever, I mean, they're a killer. Do whatever it takes to win, right? That's what I say. But besides that here, I noticed during this game, there's a lot of boil over. One of them was like lagging all over the place, and I think a couple of them had boil over, which made things a little bit weird and difficult. I noticed there was one of them, I'm gonna be honest with you, it seemed a little weird. I kept picking her up, and I just couldn't even make it to a hook. And it's funny because as soon as I would pick her up, there's a point in the game in which I knock her down and slug her because I'm just like, this is getting ridiculous now. Now the slug races happen. Um, I knock her over and I go for her teammate, and then when I go back to pick her up, she just instantly pops out. Again, I used to play DVD in the past, but I didn't play it that much. There's a lot of new stuff that happened. So if anybody can tell me like why she was able to literally just instantly break out of my pickup, I would love to know, to be honest with you, because I know boil over gives you a lot of wiggle progression, and then unbreakable makes it so that way you your progress from getting picked up or whatever is increased or whatever. But I don't think there's anything that exists, at least to my knowledge of the game so far, I don't think there's anything that exists that can make a person instantly break out. But again, this is me not playing DBD for a while and getting back into it. So they got lucky. They got lucky getting to 2 gens on me. I ain't gonna lie, because once I get this down packed, we're chilling. Also Chucky too. This is my first time playing Chucky. I'm actually a Myers main. but I know Myers does have some weakness. Myers very reliant on his not perks, his add-ons. Myers is very reliant on his add-ons. Like, especially if you're going up against good players. If you're going up against good players, then it could be a struggle playing Myers. That's kind of why I stepped away from him. I love playing Myers when I have good perks, but or not perks, good add-ons. Now, another thing too is I don't have the perks that I want. So there are some perks that I actually want to play with my killers, but I don't have them unlocked. So I am working on that. So that will also change too. I don't really care about meta builds and stuff like that. I'm gonna do builds that I'm interested in. And again, like I said, you're gonna see in this gameplay, you're gonna see a lot of whiffs too. There's a lot of moments in which I'm just, you can tell I'm very rough around the edges. I'm learning. I am learning things. Now, so with that, I don't know if I'm gonna stick with being a Chucky main only. I think I'm going to be playing Chucky and the new killer Vecna, because he looks extremely interesting. So that's gonna be the two killers I'm primarily going to stick with, which is gonna be Chucky, Vecna, and sometimes Myers, because we gotta throw Myers in there. I love Michael Myers, so we're definitely gonna throw him in there. Um, but besides that, I hope you guys enjoy this gameplay. Again, tunneling, slugging, actually absolutely ruthless. That's the mentality. Uh, as you can see, these guys are body blocking for each other. They're trying to cover me. They're trying to cover them hooks. And it's not going to pan out so well for them. I ain't gonna lie. I'm adopting the killer mentality over here. So I'm like, okay, you want to play those games? That was a good hit. That was a good hit. Another thing about Chucky too is his power is actually kind of difficult to curve. It's not as easy as it looks, but I'm getting used to it. Again, first gameplay. His first gameplay. So, luckily, I was able to pick this game apart. I'm not gonna lie, that boilover was strong. That boilover was strong. That is strong. But anyways, I hope you guys enjoy the rest of this gameplay, and yeah, no mercy.
Yeah.